Hello dear students, welcome back. Now we are going to discuss the miscellaneous examples in your textbook. I hope some of you solved these examples. If anybody succeeded in that, definitely I congratulate them all. Now let us move on to answering these questions one by one. First question, find value of cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6. First, let me consider cos of 13 pi by 6. Using colored angles, I write it as cos of 2 pi plus pi by 6. That is equal to cos pi by 6. Why I am simplifying? What is the reason behind this? I might have used cos inverse of cos y equal to y. Whenever y lies in the range 0 to pi, it is out of range. I am not supposed to apply that formula. Therefore, I am reducing this angle. Now, cos 13 pi by 6 is the same as cos pi by 6. Therefore, cos inverse of cos 13 pi by 6 is equal to cos inverse of cos pi by 6 is equal to pi by 6. Very simple question. Similarly, next one, tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6. First, let me consider tan 7 pi by 6. It is written as a tan of pi plus pi by 6, tan of 180 plus theta, tan theta. So, we get tan pi by 6. Here also, why we are simplifying? Tan inverse of tan y formula we are not applying, because in order to apply that formula, the value of y must be between minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2. It is not, it is exceeding pi by 2. So, therefore, we are simplifying. Therefore, tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6 is tan inverse of tan pi by 6 it becomes. Clearly, pi by 6 lies in the principal value of tan inverse. So, tan inverse of tan pi by 6 can be written as pi by 6. Very simple question. Now, let us take third one. Required to prove that 2 sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse of 24 by 7. Now, I read this sin inverse 3 by 5 as theta. What it becomes? 2 theta equal to tan inverse of 24 by 7. Taking sin inverse of 3 by 5 as theta, then this result to be proved is this. This is what the required result to be proved. In order to prove this, I show that tan 2 theta is equal to 24 by 7. I hope you are getting the logic. We applied inverse function rule. So, tan 2 theta equal to 24 by 7. By that I can write 2 theta equal to tan inverse of 24 by 7. Resubstitute theta, you are ready with the result. That is 2 sin inverse of 3 by 5 equal to tan inverse of 24 by 7. So, this is the logic of answering this question. So, start with let sin inverse of 3 by 5 equal to theta. This implies sin theta equal to 3 by 5. Now, I write consider tan 2 theta. Why I had to consider tan 2 theta? because by showing tan 2 theta equal to 24 by 7, this result we are going to get. That is why I considered tan 2 theta. What is the formula for tan 2 theta? I want to calculate tan 2 theta value. It is 2 tan theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. Do we have tan theta value? No, not directly, but sin theta equal to 3 by 5 is there. By that I can find out tan theta. So, sin theta 3 by 5, it is opposite by hypotenuse. Tan theta is 3 divided by 4. Using triangle method you can do it. Now, let me substitute tan theta equal to 3 by 4. It is 2 into 3 by 4 divided by 1 minus 3 by 4 whole square. It is 2 into 3 by 4 will give us 3 by 2 divided by 1 minus 9 by 16. That is 3 by 2 divided by 16 minus 9. That is 7 divided by 16. That is a tan 2 theta equal to 3 by 2 into 16 by 7. That is 24 divided by 7. By this we get 2 theta equal to tan inverse of 24 by 7. Therefore, 2 times of sin inverse 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse of 24 by 7. That completes the example. I hope you followed this. In order to prove this result, I consider sin inverse 3 by 5 as theta, then equation becomes 2 theta equal to tan inverse 4 by 7. To prove this, I considered tan 2 theta and show that it is equal to 24 by 7. By showing tan 2 theta equal to 24 by 7, I can write 2 theta equal to tan inverse of 24 by 7, resubstitute theta, that will complete the example. So, that is the logic here. I hope you followed this example. In example 4, required to prove that sin inverse 8 by 17 plus sin inverse 3 by 5 equal to tan inverse of 77 by 36. This kind of example we already did. Once again, let me explain. By this, definitely we will be able to answer these questions 5, 6 and 7. Let us see what is the procedure here. I will consider these two inverse trigonometric functions as some angles, maybe alpha and beta. So, I start with let sin inverse of 8 by 17 equal to alpha, sin inverse of 3 by 5 equal to beta. This implies sin alpha is 8 by 17, sin beta is 3 by 5. By considering these two as alpha and beta, what is required to prove? Alpha plus beta equal to tan inverse of 77 by 36. In order to get this result, it is enough we show tan of alpha plus beta equal to 77 by 36. Now, question is how we can get tan of alpha plus beta? Expand this, tan alpha plus tan beta by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. From where you are going to get tan alpha and tan beta value? Look at here, I have sin alpha, by this I can find tan alpha value. Sin beta is 3 by 5, by this I can find out tan beta using triangle method. Opposite side 8, hypotenuse 17. In this case, angle is beta, opposite 3, hypotenuse 5. Find the missing side. (25 minus 9, 16, square root of 16, 4, 289 minus 64, 225, it is 15. By this I can write sin alpha equal to, tan alpha equal to opposite by adjacent, tan beta equal to opposite by adjacent. We are ready with the tan alpha and tan beta values. So now let us write, consider tan of alpha plus beta. Now I have to show that tan of alpha plus beta value is how much? 77 by 36. Then I can write alpha plus beta tan inverse of 77 by 36. Resubstitute alpha and beta, that will give us that result. So tan of alpha plus beta is tan alpha plus tan beta divided by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. That is tan of alpha plus beta is equal to tan alpha 8 by 15 plus tan beta 3 by 4 divided by 1 minus 8 by 15 into 3 divided by 4. Now if you simplify, definitely you are ending with 77 by 36. Now I can write alpha plus beta equal to, it is a tan inverse of 77 by 36. Resubstitute alpha and beta, that completes the example. Therefore, what is alpha? Sin inverse of 8 by 17. Plus, what is beta? Sin inverse of 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse of 77 by 36. I hope you followed the procedure. We considered these two inverse trigonometric functions as, one as alpha, another as beta. By that I considered tan of alpha plus beta, because on the right hand side tan inverse is there. By taking this as alpha and beta, alpha plus beta equal to, so enough to show that tan of alpha plus beta is equal to 77 by 36. By that you can write alpha plus beta is a tan inverse of this. Resubstituting alpha and beta, you are ready with the result. Very simple technique to prove that result. Now you can attend these questions. You have to consider this as alpha, this as beta. What you have to prove? Alpha plus beta equal to cos inverse of 33 by 65. In order to prove this result, what we have to consider? In the last case we considered tan. Here what function I have to consider? I have to consider cos of alpha plus beta. I had to show that cos of alpha plus beta equal to how much? 33 by 65. Then you can write alpha plus beta is cos inverse of 33 by 65. Resubstitute alpha and beta. How to get cos of alpha plus beta? Expand it. Cos alpha cos beta minus sin alpha sin beta. You have only cos alpha value, cos beta value. How to get sin alpha sin beta? Using triangle method. I hope you can complete. Similarly here, the first inverse trigonometric function alpha. By this we get cos alpha as 12 by 13 and this as beta. By this we get sin beta equal to 3 by 5. What is the result to be proved now? Alpha plus beta equal to sin inverse of 56 by 65. In order to prove this, you have to consider what? Sin of alpha plus beta. What is sin of alpha plus beta? Sin alpha cos beta plus cos alpha sin beta. How to obtain those four values? Two values are ready here. cos alpha is there, you find out sin alpha using triangle method. Sin beta is there, you find out cos beta using a triangle method. By that you will be able to finish that. Here, in order to prove this result, you swap this, that is LHS equal to RHS. Now we will start with RHS and show that it is equal to LHS. It is as good as the question sin inverse of 5 by 13 plus cos inverse of 3 by 5 is equal to tan inverse of 63 by 16. You can write in the solution part saying we prove that. Then you prove this result, it is as good as proving the given one. What is the logic here? Again, this is alpha. By this you will get a sin alpha value. This is beta. By this you will get cos beta value. What the expression becomes? Alpha plus beta equal to tan inverse of 63 by 16. In order to show that alpha plus beta equal to tan inverse of 63 by 16, what I had to consider? Tan of alpha plus beta. How to get tan alpha plus beta? Expansion, tan alpha plus tan beta by 1 minus tan alpha into tan beta. How to get tan alpha tan beta? Using triangle method. Sin alpha value is there, that is 5 by 13. Use triangle method to get tan alpha. Cos beta 3 by 5 is there, use triangle method, get tan beta. Substitute here, you will be able to get the result. I hope you can complete these three. There is no difficulty at all. Okay, now let us take the next question. Example 8. We have to prove that sum of these 4 inverse of tan function as pi by 4. Now in order to prove this, let me write first LHS tan inverse of 1 by 5, tan inverse of 1 by 7 plus tan inverse of 1 by 3 plus tan inverse of 1 by 8. Here I make 2 inverse trigonometric functions as one group. There are 2 groups now. What is the advantage? There is a formula now, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. I can apply that formula. It is a tan inverse of 1 by 5 plus 1 by 7 divided by 1 minus 1 by 5 into 1 by 7. Now again apply same formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. It is a tan inverse of 1 by 3 plus 1 by 8 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3 into 1 by 8. Simplify this. You will end up with some real number. Here also you will end up with some real number. Apply again tan inverse of x plus tan inverse y. You will get tan inverse of x plus y divided by 1 minus x into y. Simplify. You are ending with tan inverse of 1. How much is tan inverse of 1? 5 by 4. That is our required RHS. I hope this simplification part you can do it. Ninth one, required to prove that tan inverse of root x equal to half of cos inverse of root 1 minus x by 1 plus x. I use the technique of substitution. The substitution is put x equal to tan square theta. It implies tan theta is root x. That implies theta equal to tan inverse of root x. I start with RHS. It is 1 by 2 times of cos inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Now what is our substitution? X equal to tan square theta. So half into cos inverse of 1 minus tan square theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. It is 1 by 2 into cos inverse of, I hope you remember, 1 minus tan square by 1 plus tan square is what? Cos 2 theta. What is cos inverse of cos 2 theta? 2 theta. Half into 2 theta. 2 get cancels. Theta. What is theta? Here it is, a tan inverse of root x. That is our required LHS. I hope these two examples you followed. Now let us take next question. Example 10. Required to prove that cot inverse of this expression is same as x by 2. Now in order to prove this, let me consider square root of 1 plus sin x. I write this one as cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2. Standard identity, cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Followed by plus sin x. I write sin x as 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. What it becomes? It is a square root of cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 whole square. Because you take cos x by 2 as a, sin x by 2 as b, a square plus b square plus 2ab, a plus b whole square I written. Further, square root of a plus b whole square is what? A plus b. So it becomes cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. Similarly, square root of 1 minus sin x. Cos square x by 2 plus sin square x by 2. 1 is written like this, followed by minus, again sin x is written as 2 sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. So now it is of the format a square plus b square minus 2ab. It is a minus b whole square. So it is cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 whole square. So we get cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Now we are going to use these results in order to prove that. So LHS equal to cot inverse of that expression you write, that is equal to cot inverse of what this root 1 plus sin x, cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2. Plus root of 1 minus sin x, cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. In the denominator, root 1 plus sin x, it is cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 minus root of 1 minus sin x, cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Now if you observe, sin x by 2 cancels in the numerator. In the denominator, cos x by 2 cancels. I left with cot inverse of 2 times of cos x by 2. In the denominator, sin x by 2 plus sin x by 2. 2 times of sin x by 2. 2 get cancelled. Cot inverse of cot x by 2. That is equal to x by 2. Hence the result. Any difficulty here? I hope all the steps are clear. You are able to understood this. You are able to understand this. Now let us take 11th question. Required to prove that tan inverse of this expression is equal to pi by 4 minus 1 by 2 cos inverse x. Where x lies in this interval they are given. In the textbook even hint is also given. Put x equal to cos 2 theta. Now let me complete that. Okay, we will start with LHS. LHS equal to tan inverse of that expression. I will substitute x equal to cos 2 theta. This implies 2 theta equal to cos inverse x. Therefore, theta is 1 by 2 into cos inverse x. Now, LHS becomes tan inverse of root of 1 plus cos 2 theta minus root of 1 minus cos 2 theta divided by root of 1 plus cos 2 theta plus root of 1 minus cos 2 theta. Now let us use 1 plus cos 2 theta formula. What is 1 plus cos 2 theta? It is 2 cos square theta minus, what is 1 minus cos 2 theta? 2 sin square theta. In the denominator, square root of 2 cos square theta plus the square root of 2 sin square theta. The square root whole square will get cancels. Left with tan inverse of root 2 cos theta minus root 2 sin theta divided by root 2 cos theta plus root 2 sin theta. Now taking root 2 common in the numerator, denominator, those two root 2 will get cancelled. By that, tan inverse of cos theta minus sin theta divided by cos theta plus sin theta we get. Now I divide numerator and denominator by cos theta. We get tan inverse of 1 minus tan theta by 1 plus tan theta. It is a tan inverse of 1 minus tan theta divided by 1 plus tan theta is there. Without changing its value, I can write it as 1 into tan theta. The idea is, I am treating this as x and tan theta as y. Now read the expression. Tan inverse of x minus y divided by 1 plus xy. What is the tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy? It is a tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. What is x here? 1. What is y? Tan theta. Now, how much tan inverse of 1? Pi by 4 minus Tan inverse of tan theta is what? Theta. Now resubstitute the value of theta. It is a pi by 4 minus, it is half of cos inverse x. That completes the example. I hope you followed all the steps here. It is quite simple. Now let us move on to next question. In 12th question, we had to show that 9 pi by 8 minus 9 by 4 times of sine inverse 1 by 3 is the same as 9 by 4 times of sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. Now let us proceed. LHS equal to, you write this LHS part. Now in this, observe 9 by 4 is common. Let me take 9 by 4 common. I get pi by 2 minus sine inverse of 1 by 3. I write 9 by 4 times of cos inverse of 1 by 3 I write. How are you able to write pi by 2 minus sine inverse 1 by 3 as cos inverse of 1 by 3? Using sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. So therefore, cos inverse x is pi by 2 minus sine inverse x. So here pi by 2 minus sine inverse x is there. X value 1 by 3, I written cos inverse x. But in the result, I need 9 by 4 times of sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. I get the result in terms of cos inverse, but I need in terms of sine inverse. We already discussed to rewrite one inverse trigonometric function in terms of the other. What is the method for that? Now let me write cos inverse of 1 by 3 equal to theta. It implies cos theta equal to 1 by 3. Cos theta adjacent 1, hypotenuse 3. Find the opposite side. It is root of 9 minus 1 root 8. Root 8 is the same as 2 root 2. Now since I need the result in terms of sine inverse, let me write sine theta here. Sine theta is opposite by hypotenuse 2 root 2 by 3. Therefore, theta is sine inverse of 2 root 2 by 3. What is theta? Cos inverse of 1 by 3. Therefore, cos inverse of 1 by 3 equal to sine inverse of 2 root 2 divided by 3. This kind of example we already did it, to write one inverse trigonometric function in terms of the other. If you practice well, when you know all the details, later you can avoid. No need to write anything. By simply writing that right angle triangle, you will be able to express one inverse trigonometric function in terms of any other. Look at here, in this case only, cos inverse of 1 by 3. It is known that we are assuming this as theta, then cos theta equal to 1 by 3. Nothing but it is adjacent by hypotenuse. Write directly right angle triangle, mark adjacent as 1, hypotenuse as 3. Find the missing side. It is opposite. I need cos inverse in terms of sine inverse. There I have to write sine theta. What is sine theta? Opposite by hypotenuse. That is 2 root 2 divided by 3. So therefore, straight away you can write sine inverse of 2 root 2 divided by 3. These are all steps understood. Okay, but you need to get some practice. After you become perfect, then definitely you can go for this. Once you are thorough with this, then directly you will be able to write the results. Now cos inverse of 1 by 3 is sine inverse of 2 root 2 divided by 3, hence the result. I hope you followed this example. Let us take here. Here question is solve. This question is not about proving the result. Solve means required to find value of unknown which satisfies the equation. What is unknown here? X. Means the question is solve for x. Now let us do it. Given 2 tan inverse of cos x is equal to tan inverse of 2 cosecant x. I am going to apply 2 tan inverse x by treating this cos x as x. What is 2 tan inverse x? It is a tan inverse of 2x. Here x is cos x divided by 1 minus x square, that is 1 minus cos square x is equal to, it is a tan inverse of 2 divided by sin x. Cosecant x I written as sin x. Now here this equation is of the form tan inverse of some real number equal to tan inverse of some other real number. When this equation is possible, tan inverse A equal to tan inverse B, this is possible only when A equal to B. So therefore here I write this implies 2 cos x divided by sin squared x, because 1 minus cos squared x is sin squared x, is equal to 2 divided by sin x. Now I can cancel this 2. It implies cos x sin x is equal to sin squared x, or cos x sin x minus sin squared x equal to 0. Taking sin x common, we get cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. Therefore, either sin x 0 or cos x equal to sin x. This cos x equal to sin x, I can write it as tan x equal to 1, dividing both sides by cos x. When sin x will be equal to 0, x equal to 0. When this tan x will be equal to 1, when x equal to pi by 4. Try to say that these values of x what you are writing, it should be in the principal branch. Now x equal to 0 or x equal to pi by 4. These are the possible values of x. In specific, if I substitute x equal to 0, check whether it is going to satisfy or not. It is not going to satisfy because here I get cosecant 0. What is cosecant 0? It is not defined. So therefore, x equal to 0 can be eliminated. We can take only x equal to pi by 4. Now let us move on to next question. Question number 14. Again, solve for x. Required to find a value of x which satisfies this equation. First you write the given equation. Suppose if 1 by 2 is missing, then I get tan inverse A equal to tan inverse B. Straight away I might have written A equal to B, but I failed to do that now because of this 1 by 2. Now let us try to eliminate this. I will cross multiply. We get 2 tan inverse of 1 minus x by 1 plus x. Here I am going to apply 2 tan inverse x formula. What is 2 tan inverse x? Tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square. Tan inverse of 2 times of 1 minus x by 1 plus x divided by, it is 1 minus x by 1 plus x whole square. I hope you followed this. 2 tan inverse x is a tan inverse of 2x by 1 minus x square written is equal to tan inverse x. Now definitely I can equate you treat this whole expression as A, this as B. Tan inverse A equal to tan inverse B implies A equal to B. That is 2 times of 1 minus x by 1 plus x whole divided by, here while writing the denominator I take LCM. LCM is 1 plus x whole square. So 1 into 1 plus x whole square minus 1 minus x whole square is equal to x. Further, let me simplify. One of the factor 1 plus x get cancelled. This 1 plus x is shifted to numerator. It becomes 2 into 1 minus x into 1 plus x divided by 1 plus x whole square minus 1 minus x whole square. You can use a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. A is 1, b is x. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. What you are going to get? It is a 4ab. So let me write here 4ab, 4 into 1 into x is equal to x. Further, it is 2 times of 1 minus x square equal to 4 times of x square. So this implies 1 minus x square equal to 2x square, that is 3x square is equal to 1. So x equal to plus or minus 1 by root 3. Again, very simple question. Finally left with multiple choice questions. Now let us answer those questions. Sine of tan inverse x is equivalent to what? Suppose instead of tan inverse, assume that I have sine inverse. Sine of sine inverse x, straight away I can write it as x, because look at the values of x. It is in the interval minus 1 plus 1. Actually, the domain of sine inverse is closed interval minus 1 1. This is a subset of this, that is open interval minus 1 1. So I am allowed to apply that formula. Sine of sine inverse x, I might have written x, but here problem is tan inverse is there. Now we will rewrite this tan inverse in terms of sine inverse. What is the procedure? Take this tan inverse x as theta. This implies tan theta equal to x. I can read that x as x by 1, opposite x, adjacent 1. What about hypotenuse now? 1 plus x square. I need a tan inverse in which function? Sine inverse. So I have to write sine theta. Sine theta opposite x divided by hypotenuse root 1 plus x square. Therefore, theta is sine inverse of x divided by root 1 plus x square. What is theta? Tan inverse x. Therefore, tan inverse x is the same as sine inverse of x by root 1 plus x square. So, sine of tan inverse x is the same as sine of sine inverse of x by root 1 plus x square. Now it is of the kind sine of sine inverse x, I can write it as x. This is equal to x divided by root 1 plus x square. It is present in option D. Next one. Sine inverse of 1 minus x minus 2 sine inverse x equal to pi by 2. Then what the value of x? This is with weak alternatives, because in all the 4 options we are able to see only 2 numbers. One is 0, another is 1 by 2. Now let me try with 0. If I substitute straight away 0, what you are going to get? Sine inverse 1 minus 2 times of sine inverse of 0 0 equal to pi by 2. Is this result true? Yes. When I substitute x equal to 0, I am able to see that this equation holds good. This equation is true. Therefore, 0 is one of the possible value. So, it is present in option A, option C. Straight away we can reject B and D. Two options are get eliminated. Now, what is the conflict here? So, one contains only 1 0, another contains 1 by 2. Let us try with 1 by 2. If I substitute x equal to 1 by 2, what you are going to get? Sin inverse of 1 minus 1 by 2. It is sin inverse of 1 by 2 minus 2 into sin inverse of 1. How much it is? Pi by 2. Sin inverse of 1 by 2, pi by 6. Pi by 6 minus pi is not equal to pi by 2. Therefore, x equal to 1 by 2 not satisfying. Therefore, option A cannot be the right answer. Strictly option C is the answer. Very simple question. Now, finally, tan inverse of x by y minus tan inverse of x minus y by 1 plus xy is equal to, they are given different options. Now, in order to answer this, here within tan inverse, I divide both numerator and denominator by y. I get a tan inverse of x by y minus 1 by x by y plus 1. Further, it is written as tan inverse of x by y minus, I write this, tan inverse of x by y minus 1 written as it is. In the denominator, I interchange the position. A plus b I written as b plus c. It is 1 plus x by y. I am writing x by y plus 1 as 1 plus x by y. A plus b is same as b plus a. Now, this x by y is multiplied with 1. Now, check. I read this x by y as a and 1 as b. What it becomes? Tan inverse of a minus b divided by 1 plus ab. So, what it can be written as? First term remains same. Now, tan inverse a minus tan inverse b becomes, it is a tan inverse of x by y minus tan inverse of 1. Now, tan inverse of x by y get cancels. Left with what? Tan inverse of 1. How much a tan inverse of 1? Pi by 4. Therefore, pi by 4 is the right answer. Of course, there are different techniques to answer these multiple choice questions. We will check what are those techniques while discussing CET part. I hope this chapter is convinced, because altogether it is a different type of learning. As usual, you know, after completion of each topic, I am providing assignments. Assignments, nothing but what? The set of questions from previous exams. I will send through a WhatsApp group. Go through those questions, answer. I am very confident after solving these examples, definitely you will be able to answer them. You need to practice well. Before attending those questions, you practice this. Practice in the sense, first you need to understand how you are able to write the next step, on what basis you are writing the next step, which formula you are applying. Like this you have to understand and then practice well. Then the questions in the examination, according to me, it will be a piece of cake. So, we meet again in the next session with the new chapter, that is matrices. Till then, goodbye and good luck.